Political leaders claim that America couldn't survive the end of the American dream because the amount of hope that this gives to people is really a motivating factor for these Americans. And if you take away hope from an American, you will see that he has nothing else to live for, and he will show that in the form of an alcohol abuse or drug abuse most often. America has used all the low-hanging fruit in the understanding that there is no easy way anymore. If you want to drill for gold, you have to really get in there and dig deep. If you want to start a career in any kind of business, you're going to meet competition, and it's strong competition. There is no easy way for the American anymore, so if you want to do something now, start a new business or whatever, you have to dedicate yourself a lot more than what you probably had to do 30 years ago. Mr. Cohen describes the future as largely stripped of middle jobs because there is no lower class. That you have seen in America now is that the super rich are extremely rich and the middle guys are decent, but when you get to the lower class, you're gonna see people that has nothing in their everyday to deal with. They need money, they need supplies, they need simple basic properties like water. The lower class is where people go when there's no other jobs. It's where you would sell all the junk, you would see all the junkies and drug abusers. And when there's no middle jobs, how the heck do the smart guys stay out of the lower class then? Well, it's pretty hard, and when you first are down there, it's not easy to get back up. Online education will though be a great leveler for these guys because of the abundance of unemployment we see around America. If you see a guy sitting in his home getting an online education to go and get a job, then you have leveled the money he's costing and turned it into a profit, which could really benefit America with all these sub-American cultures that live in the slum and the lower class. Americans will accept rotten public services in exchange for low taxes, but only Americans with money. And why is that? Well, it's because that if you have money, you don't need all the public services, and the ones you need, you can buy cheaper than what this state is making you cost. So of course the people with money doesn't need these public services as much as the people without money. Inequality is and will always be a recipe for disaster. If you have a guy driving a Mercedes in his suit and you have another guy standing on the pavement that is a drug abuser, you will see that the guy in the Mercedes will think about the drug abuser like what a poor life. But the drug abuser will look at the rich guy's number plate and find his home later to rob it, because you know that the guy is rich and he gets very jealous because of that. And that's what causes life. When you're making inequality, you're getting people jealous. And what you see in America is that the inequality is causing so much abundance of unemployment that people are just sitting at home waiting to get any kind of opportunity to make money. And if you give them etc. online education, that could be a great leveler because of the abundance of unemployment we see around America. And then you would have leveled the money that one guy is costing into a profit, and that could really change America's society quick.